Okay, welcome back. We are today going to talk about word problems and how to solve word problems with elimination. These types of problems are coin problems, and coin problems are very common within the elimination system. So when we're doing coin problems, there are going to be two basic equations that you are going to use all the time. The first equation that you're going to use is, and I'll put EQ1, equation 1, is coin plus coin is equal to total coins. Okay, the second equation that we're going to use, EQ2, is money plus money equals total money. And those are the two equations that you're going to be focused on and working with every single time you're dealing with a coin problem. Oh, excuse me. Bang the desk. So the first one that we have, it says in your car, you have a total of 23 coins. Again, I want to have a highlighter. I'm going to highlight stuff. I have 23 coins. They are quarters and dimes, and I'm going to highlight this one in a different color. The total amount of money is $4.25. Okay? So the first thing we have to do is we have to determine what our variables are going to be. And for coin problems are really easy because it's the coins that we're dealing. So I'm going to go Q for quarters. And I'm going to go D for my dimes. Okay? And now we're going to set up our equations. So it says equation 1 says coin plus coin equals total coins. Well, what coins am I dealing with? I'm dealing with dimes and I'm dealing with quarters. So my dimes plus my quarters equal 23. And then the second thing we have to deal with is money plus money equals total money. Well, I still need my variables. But I'm going to add the denomination to them, excuse me. So 10D because there's 10 cents per dime plus 25Q because there's 25 cents in a quarter is equal to $4.25. Now, if you'll notice, I didn't put any decimals with my numbers. Excuse me, because it's just easier not to work with decimals. So if you change one and you move the decimal or the decimal point 2 spots to the right on one of them, you can do it on all three, and it works. So now we have our two original equations, and now we need to modify. So I'm going to modify by removing the dimes. So I'm going to multiply everything by a negative 10. And what you always want to do is you want to multiply by the smaller denomination. I'll show you why in a minute. Since dimes are 10 cents, quarters are 25 cents, you would always eliminate the dimes first. So when you multiply that, you get a negative 10D minus 10Q is equal to, and then 23 times a negative 10 would be negative 230. Draw our line. 10D minus 10D, they cancel. 25 minus 10 would be 15Q is equal to 195. And now we're going to divide by 15. And they cancel, and you get Q is equal to 13. And that is how many quarters we have. Now, to figure out how many dimes we have, we just have to, move my paper around a lot. We just have to go over here. I'm going to draw a little space. And I'm going to say the total amount of coins. We had 23 total coins. We're going to subtract the 13, and you would get 10. So you would have 10 dimes. And let's check. So if we had 10 dimes, that would be $1. And if we had, if we had 13 coins, well, 13 times 25, or 12 coins, 12 quarters is $3. So we would have 325. When you add them together, you would get 425. And that was the total amount of money that we had to have. So down here in my solution, 13 quarters, 10 dimes. Does that make sense? I hope so, because these, while they look confusing, are really straightforward. Let's look at the second example. It says in your room you have a total of 32 coins. They are nickels and dimes. Okay, so we're dealing with nickels this time and dimes. And the total amount of money that we have, $2.35. So our variables, instead of Q for quarters and D for dimes, this time we're going to do N for nickels and D for dimes. Okay. What equation are we going to use? Well, we're going to use, go back up to my top, coin plus coin equals total coins. So we're going to go N plus D equals, and there were 32 total coins. For the second equation, money plus money equals total money. Well, how much money is in a nickel? Oh, 5 cents, so 5N, and we knew that 10D, and that equals 235. Okay, so now we are going to eliminate. And I always said that we want to eliminate the smallest variable. I'm going to put it over here. I'm going to go -5 times that. So we'll get a -5N minus 5D is equal to 32 times 5. Let me check on my calculator real quick. 32 times 5 equals 160. So we get 160, and that 160 is also a negative. We're multiplied by a -5 here. And we're going to eliminate. We're going to add together. So 5 plus a -5 cancels. 10 plus a -5 gives you 5D. And 235 minus 160 gives us 75. And the reason why I always eliminate the smaller is because whatever's left over is going to be a positive value. The 5D here would be positive value. The 15 quarters over here is a positive value. That's why you eliminate the smaller denomination first. Now we're going to divide by 5. And you get D is equal to, 5 goes into 75 15 times. So, based on that, if we had a total of 32 coins and we subtract our 15 dimes, we would get 17 nickels. And if I want to check my answer down here, 15 dimes is $1.50. 17 nickels is 85 cents. Add them together, you would get, sorry, I'm running out of space again. You would get $2.35. So you have confirmed that it's 15 dimes and 17 nickels. Okay, why don't you try the third example on your own. See you tomorrow in class. Take care.